Hello beautiful souls. I will be sharing the projects I created using the wax seals I made using these metal wax seal stamps that I got from Craspire. All the links will be in the drop down panel below in the description area. So I used all of these in creating different projects except for this one. This is like an exploding candy. Like different candies like exploding. It's really cute. It's cute for the holidays. I made this pocket, a loaded pocket, and this is how I used the For You wax seal. And I used different dies and papers from my stash. So I won't get into the dies because this is about Craspire and I want to keep it that way. If you want to know more about the dies, I will talk about that in another video if you'd like. Okay, so super shabby, uber shabby. I love it. And of course, it doesn't fit on the view camera. So there's that one. I created another one using different papers and different colors, as you can see here. And this is another For You, another loaded envelope. This gusset is thinner than this one. Then I created a charm. And I will show you how I did this after I share all the projects. Look how pretty. So I use coordinating beads that match the color of the stamp and the resin flowers. Isn't that pretty? This is the cameo metal stamp that I used here. So when in doubt, you can't go wrong with a charm. Then I made these appliques and I used the wax seal. What I've done was I cut around the wax seal and only used the part that looks like the frame. Isn't that pretty? So we're about to get even more shabbier. Here's another one. And these will look pretty here too, like on the side of your loaded envelopes. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So if you want to get more shabby, you can. We are only limited by our imagination, right? Here's another one. And what I've done here was I added a dangle of the wax seal, which I cut out, and this is the one that says For You. Oh, come on, focus. Okay, there. Isn't that pretty? And then I did another one like that, but using a different color and different lace and appliques. Isn't that pretty? And last but not least, here is this one. I made a tassel. So here's that one. I'm probably going to add like roses like I did to this one to here. But it looks so pretty as is, so you can see that it's pretty by itself, and then you can enhance it more if you like. So that's that side, and then that's that side, the mint green side. That's why I added mint green ribbon. And these are like scraps of fabric, and you know it's ripped, so it's more shabbier. And this is like crochet thread that I just added in there. So I wanted it to be really shabby, and it's uneven on the bottom because it's supposed to be shabby. So again, when in doubt, stick to what you know. I'm Shabby 100% through and through. So here I have the 2 wax seals that I'm going to use to put them back to back. And if you want to see how I actually did the wax seals, I have a video prior to this one sharing that tutorial. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna want to take your eye pin. How did I make that? Well, I used one that already had the eye on it, and then you want one long enough because you would have to make the other eye on the bottom, so you need enough room for that. Okay, so that's how I achieved this. So that's the first thing you want to do. And if you want to see how I did that, all I did was I want to do it where it's in the same direction as that, even if I do it the opposite, but as long as it's facing like that, I mean, this wasn't this wasn't great, but that's okay. This is just an idea. This is just to show you how I did it, but of course off camera I'm gonna take my time to get it as even as possible. Okay, now here's another tip. If you don't like the way the middle came out, sometimes you don't get a good impression, just add something else on top. Bam, bam. Now it looks a bit juvenile, but this is a nice gift for a younger person, or if you like it, that's fine too. I actually like it, and it is a bit juvenile. However, I would sport it, to be honest, because I love it. I love it. So that's an idea. Here is a different cabochon, and it gives it a totally different look. So that's just an idea. Okay, now let's put this together. All right, I want to be like I said, you want to be very careful when you do this, because you don't want to melt the wax and distort it, but if you do, you could always cover that. Okay, all right, so here we go. I don't know how hot this is. Okay, let me see. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, this is cooling off really quickly, so just gonna add it here and there and give it a little time to cool off. Make sure I have it facing right, because I don't want one upside up and one upside down. And then you want to press. Okay, I think I should have used a longer eye pin, but I think it'll be fine anyway. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. The jump ring still goes through it, so that's it. That's pretty much it. Easy peasy. As long as you have these made out already, all you have to do is put your eye pin in there. And if you don't want, sometimes, see, there's a space on mine because I'm doing it on camera, of course, but I don't have space here. And you could always cover that with something decorative too, because it's not even, but I like the unevenness of that. I really, really do. See, this one is closed because again, I did it off camera and I was very careful and when I did it. So I could still leave this like this and add a decorative trim around there to cover that space. But I think I'm going to pry this apart and probably do it again so it could be much closer. But I will do that off camera. Again, all links are in the drop down panel below in the description area. I hope everybody's doing very well. Let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.